Adding dropdowns are super easy to do, but the way that you do it will depend on what your goal is. And there's multiple ways to add dropdowns. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the different ways to add dropdowns. And I'll show you how to add dropdowns from an existing list, as well as a hack to organize it at the end. Before I get started, don't forget to subscribe, and let's dive in. So the most straightforward way to add a dropdown is to select the cell that you want to contain. Go to Insert, Dropdown, and then you can put the different options. So for example, I could put Q1, I could put Q2. You can press enter to add another item or click on the button right here. Q3, Q4. And if you want to add colors, it's all built in. So I could put green, yellow, blue, and purple, for example. And now once I press done, I'll have a different option that's color coded right there. If you wanted to, you could select allow multiple selections. And when I press done, now I could select this one, and then I could also select another one, and so forth. In some situations, this could be beneficial. For example, if you're creating a job application tracker and you want to tag different benefits, but most of the time, at least from what I found, we don't really need that feature. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck multiple selections. If you go down to advanced options, you can show a help text. So I could say whatever this is, hit done, and now if I try to type something in here that doesn't work, it will tell me what the problem is. By default, we have chip style, which is this little oval looking thing right here. If you wanted to, you could put an arrow, which is the entire cell being formatted, but there's still a drop down. Or you could have a plain text where there is no drop down, so you have to double click into it to get the different options. Another easy way is to simply type at dropdowns, and this brings up this same exact menu that we had before, so you could type in Q1, Q2, Q3, and so forth, and format it the same exact way. If you have a table, you can simply add a column, and then click on the caret, go to edit column type, dropdown, and this gives you the same exact dropdown that you had before. The only difference is that it automatically applies to the entire column instead of just the cells that you select. So for example, I could say active, I could say inactive, and then select different colors, hit done, and now I can say active or inactive for any of these options. Then just like normal, you can add the header, and then it'll show this little drop down icon right here. Lastly, you can select whatever cells you want to, go to data, data validation, add rule, and then you can select the criteria drop down, and it works the same exact way as you had before. This is the original way, this is the longest way. Honestly, I barely ever use that version because there's better options to get there. And my go-to if I'm in a table is to simply change the column type to drop down. Or if there's no table, I'll select the range that I want to insert, then go to insert, drop down. And that's kind of what I gravitate to. Now, what if you want to insert a drop down from a predefined list? I can go to criteria, drop down from a range, and this works for every single option that I just showed you. I'll click the four little boxes, select a data range, and then now I can select every single option that's there. And I can even go past it to anticipate future data. I'll hit OK, and now we have every single option that's there listed in the order that it's there. So I have Ophelia, Clara, Sullivan, for example, Ophelia, Clara, Sullivan. So this can save a lot of time when it comes to adding different associates or adding different values. And better yet, if something disappears or something reappears, it will automatically update based off of whatever's in that list. Now, I don't know about you, but it'd be kind of hard to figure out where somebody is in that list. For example, Alistair Fox. I kind of figured that should be up near the top, but in reality, it's down towards the bottom. And there's two ways to handle this. You can do this with a helper column. Type equals, sort, and we'll go ahead and expand this to show. So you want to select the range, for example. So we're going to select this range first. So I'm going to go B7 through the end of B. And since we only have one range that we're sorting, we don't really need the rest of this, but we can go ahead and just put a 1. So that way it's saying we want to sort column 1. By default, it's ascending, so it's starting in A, ending in Z. If we want to, we can put descending. So for example, I could put false. Then it would show the back of the alphabet first and then ending with A. So if I press enter, we'll see that it goes from Willow all the way through Alistair Fox. And then if I were to change this to true, it will show Alistair Fox all the way through the end. So now if I go down to my drop down, instead of selecting the original range, I can select the new range, and I'll go all the way down to the end of the column, hit OK. And now everything is in order, in alphabetical order. And it doesn't matter if I type something in later, since I'm going down through the end of the column, it will automatically add them to the list. Now, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, you can type equals query, select the range that you want to select. And this kind of works like SQL. So inside quotes, we could put select B, where B is not null, order by B, in the quote, and press enter. So by default, just like last time, we have everything in alphabetical order. And then if I wanted to, I could put DESC for descending, and then now I have everything in alphabetical order going backwards. And that's really it. So all you have to do is select the range, and then go to Insert, Dropdown, add the different dropdown options. Or you could type in at dropdown and add the different options from there. Inside of a table, you can select the different column type and change that to dropdown pretty easily. Or you can go the long way and go to data, data validation, add rule, and have all the different options there. For every single one of these options, you can simply click drop down from a range instead and select the range that contains the options. And as a hack, over to the side, you can create a helper column that will organize your values in A to Z. That way, whenever you select the options, they're all organized for you to make it easier to find for you and your users. So that's drop downs. I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment for more.